Trump supporter Kyle Young, age 38, was sentenced to more than 7 years in prison for his role in the January 6th insurrection. Good. Young assaulted Capitol Police Officer Mike Fanone and another officer at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. Now, Young admitted that he used a strobe light to disorient police, helped throw a large audio speaker at police, grabbed Fanone's wrist when the mob abducted Fanone, and made contact with another officer abducted by the mob. And by the way, it didn't stop there. While in court this week, Fanone was berated by another family member of Young's during the sentencing. Let's listen to how Fanone recapped what happened.
And I think the Judge Jackson, was understanding of, what I've dealt with as a result of my participation in the defense of the Capitol on January 6th. And when I was walking back from the podium delivering my victim impact statement, an individual who was seated with other relatives of Mr. Young stood up and called me a piece of shit. He was quickly escorted out of the courtroom and then out of the court building by the U.S. Marshals. But, I think it's important for the American people to understand that we have, a lot of the family members and a lot of the defendants in these cases that are expressing a degree of remorse in order to hopefully, gain some leniency from the sentencing judge, as was in this case. Mr. Young expressed some degree of remorse. His mother stood up and tried to apologize to me in the courtroom. And then later on, as I was leaving the courthouse, his mother and several other individuals who were seated with her in the courtroom again called me a piece of shit. So I think it's just another example of a January 6th defendant begging for leniency, but in reality, there's no remorse there.
Then, later that same night, Fanone received a threatening voicemail that I'm not going to play here because I think you get my point. These back the blue people, they hate cops, they hate laws, and they hate America. Now, fortunately, there are brave men and women out there like Officer Fanone who understand the importance of protecting our democracy. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you enjoy more unapologetically pro-democracy content, please subscribe right now to the MeidasTouch YouTube channel. Thank you. MeidasTouch is unapologetically pro-democracy. And look, we know you are too. So please make sure you check out our best-selling shirt and our best-selling gear, the unapologetically pro-democracy gear. And hey, while you're at it, make sure you check out my favorite shirt and one of our most famous designs. It wasn't rigged, you're just a loser. At store.meidastouch.com. That's store.meidastouch.com.